So John talked a little bit about regrets, about a lot of us that have regrets that we were not Eagle Scouts, and I fit into that category. Tucker has heard my regret story many, many times. Tucker, it goes like this. Tucker, one of my biggest regrets in life was I never made Eagle Scout, I got into high school, too many distractions, and I'm talking to you boys, too many distractions, sports, cars, school, academics, right, and girls. Too many distractions. So, as many of you know that have worked with Tucker, he has this way of listening and taking things and making it his own. So he took my words of wisdom, said, Dad had too many issues, too many distractions in high school to get his Eagle Scout. How am I not going to fall into that trap? Well, of course, Tucker got it before he got into high school. So at age 13, Tucker earned his Eagle Scout badge. So, well done. Way to make it your own, Tucker. So, since Tucker did such a good job dealing with my biggest regret, I thought I'd talk about some of my other regrets in life, and we'll see what Tucker can do with them. So first of all, Tucker, I regret that I never attended an Ivy League school. On scholarship, yes. So, take that and make it your own and do with it what you please. Another big regret I have pertains to my mother. We've all seen it on TV where the big athlete, gets a big contract, or the Silicon Valley millionaire strikes it rich. What does that person do? One of the first things they do is they buy a house for their mother. So one of my biggest regrets is I've never had a chance to buy a house for my mother. Many of you know Ann, know that she always wants a new house. So if you could work on that one, Tucker, that would be great as well. Another regret I have, and I'm getting towards the end, another regret I have is I never earned my medical license. Of course, I never went to med school, I never even took biology in college, but I never earned my medical license, so maybe you can fix that one. See what you can do with that one. And Tucker, sometimes when you're a father, it's hard to relate. It's hard for your son to relate to them. So you're really going to have to stretch and listen to me here and try to understand this next regret. It might be hard for you to relate. One of my biggest regrets, I come from a really small town. You got to understand my town. It might be hard for you to appreciate my town, Tucker. But my small town in Delaware, well, first of all, it's a chicken town. It's all about chicken and eggs. At one time, Sussex County, Delaware was the chicken and egg capital of the East Coast. It's probably hard for you to relate to that, Tucker. Now, Millsboro, Delaware, this is the kind of town where we still have parades on the 4th of July, Veterans Day. It's a small kind of town. It's probably hard for you to relate to that as well. My town of Millsboro, it's the kind of town where you have an event like this and everybody shows up. Your preschool teachers even show up. Right? It's probably hard for you to relate. Your principal shows up in my small town. My biggest regret about my small town is I never said thank you enough to the people in my small town. And you're going to earn lots of awards, you're going to achieve lots of things, but you gotta say thanks to the people that got you there. We had scouts in my town, Tucker, and the people in my scout troop, I never made Eagle, but the people in my scout troop were amazing. I know it's hard for you to relate, but it's the kind of town where if we were hiking, one of the assistant scoutmasters would drive 60 miles in the middle of the woods to come make us a meal. It's that kind of town, right, Roger? It's the kind of town where if you needed something, you needed tools, you didn't have them, then one of the scout families would open up their barn and let you use their thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars worth of tools to complete your project. That's the kind of town I grew up in, Tucker. And I know you can't appreciate that, but you gotta try. You gotta thank the people that have helped you out. So one more thing about my scout troop. I had a Boy Scout scoutmaster. His name was John. He was a great guy. He had two sons that were Eagle Scouts. One was named John. This is getting kind of weird, right? Well, the other was named Matt. So, yes, that's where the parallel ends. But I look back, and I never had a chance to thank him. I look back at how he shaped me as a young man, and like all the rest of the Scoutmasters and all the rest of the moms and dads that spent time in the committee meeting and on the campouts, just never had a chance to thank them the way I should have. So you got that chance tonight, but if you ever get that chance again, Tucker, that's one of my regrets. Make sure you take every opportunity to thank the people at Scouts and in this community. Thank you.